Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Twin Horizons YouTube channel for another LEGO set review. Today we're going to be looking at LEGO set 75333, LEGO Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date with my LEGO content that I post on the weekly. This LEGO set was released in August of 2022 and is currently still retailing on store shelves. The set is rated for ages 7 and up and comes with 282 pieces. The set is currently retailing for $30. Now, I will make a quick disclaimer. I think you can probably get this on sale, I think on Amazon for Black Friday or maybe at some other online retailers. And I would highly recommend picking one of these up if you haven't already, because I believe they'll probably retire in the next few months. And if you maybe have some extra cash, maybe pick up another, maybe one or two of them and leave them sealed. I bought a second one for this set. I'm gonna leave sealed and hopefully be able to resell here in the future, as Jedi Starfighters typically are worth a lot more after they retire from the data that I can see. So maybe pick a couple more of these up if you can. This LEGO set comes with 3 minifigures. On the far left, we have R4P17. You'll see this astromech appear in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and then later in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I believe Obi-Wan may have an astromech appearance in the Clone Wars at some point, but with him it's kind of spotty. It's not like he has a designated droid like R2 that is always around and showing up. So this minifigure is unique to this set, matches the color scheme of Obi-Wan Kenobi's fighter here, and this minifigure goes for around $2.89. In the center here, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 2. This is a unique minifigure and is one of the more up-to-date versions of Obi-Wan that we see. He kind of has his Jedi robes printed on the front, or his cloak over his Jedi robes. You also get a hood piece you can see down there. To the right of this minifigure, this is one of the updated versions. It kind of has little tails that come down the front, which will blend into the printing on the front of the minifigure. This is a double-sided minifigure head, so the front side that I have showing is just kind of like the standard Obi-Wan Kenobi head, and then the back side has his actual, like, just kind of a resting face with the kind of the pilot's headpiece printed on, like you'd see in the Episode 3 Jedi Interceptors that you usually get. And this version of Obi-Wan goes for around $4.51. And finally, on the right, this other unique minifigure for the set, Taun We, is a Kaminoan. I believe this would have been the one that met him on the landing platform or just inside in that doorway in Episode 2. And I believe one of the significant things about this set and why it was so important is because this is the first example of a Kaminoan that we've gotten in minifigure form, at least for a set. Obviously, we've had them in the LEGO games. So I think that was another reason why people were projecting that this set may go kind of crazy in retirement in a couple years and be worth a lot, unless of course they give us any other Kaminoan minifigure. That is why this minifigure is actually worth $8.90. And again, just a reminder, all 3 minifigures are unique to this set up until the point of this video. Here's the Starfighter build for this set, and as Jedi Starfighters go, this is pretty much on par with what LEGO has made in the past for their Star Wars line. Of course, this Starfighter was featured in Star Wars Episode 2. We see a little bit of a variant of this Starfighter throughout the Clone Wars, and then towards the end of the Clone Wars, and then in Revenge of the Sith, we see the Jedi move to the Jedi Interceptors, which we have also gotten LEGO versions of as well. And as features go for this set, we get the stud shooters on the front there. With the older Starfighters, you just kind of got some pieces that represented the laser cannons for the front, so now that is a playable feature. Right behind the right side laser cannon, you'll see that you can actually put R4's dome on a spinner plate, so you can actually have the droid move around, which is, I think, a nice little touch there. And then you also get the little antenna piece, which is removable in case you just want to have the ship kind of in its flight and or fighting mode, so that can be removed as well. And then the body for R4 is actually on board the Starfighter. It's hidden in the center compartment here, almost like the center compartment for the Clone Wars versions of the Starfighters, and then that can just pop right back on like that when you need the body for the droid. And then in the back, you have just enough room for Obi-Wan, and the cockpit is a little bit more built up than the Clone Wars versions. And then if we take a look around back here, we have a really nice engine design piece here. This flap is a little bit shorter than the older Clone Wars versions, but I think this definitely does justice to the Episode 2 Obi-Wan Starfighter. And then on the opposite side, where there isn't the astromech, is the Republic symbol there. And then underneath, there is only one landing gear piece just in the front, and then they kind of have a built-up little piece here, which you could actually remove if you wanted to make this Starfighter just a little bit sleeker, like that. Here we can take a quick look at the box. In the upper left-hand corner, you have the Lego along with the Star Wars logos, and then the set information there on the left side. And then, of course, the middle features the Jedi Starfighter flying over Kamino, of course, where Obi-Wan visited in Attack of the Clones. You see the Lego Darth Vader graphic in the bottom left. They kind of have changed it up. Instead of doing like one main figure across some of the newer sets, they kind of switch it up. And I don't really necessarily know why they put Vader on this one for sure, but this just has Vader in the bottom left. And then, of course, along the bottom right, you have the minifigure bar there, of course, displaying the minifigures included with this set. Here on the back of the box, again, you have the Lego and the Star Wars logos, along with the set code 75333. On the upper right-hand side, you'll see that, of course, like I mentioned in some of the other segments, there are the stud shooters for the front cannons. You can also see R4's body there stored in the center hull of the ship. And then the back, of course, just shows the Starfighter on the Kaminoan platform, with Obi-Wan and R4 greeting the Kaminoan here, Taun We. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for watching another LEGO set review on the Twin Horizons YouTube channel. This brings the value of my LEGO set collection so far up to $4,784. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.